Hey guys, Thunder E here and welcome to our OS walkthrough of the Galaxy S8. S8 has a brand new OS overlay and it's got a few features in there that I would like to definitely show you and just show you the walkarounds with it. I want to first thank Verizon for just hooking us with the S8 so we can actually go ahead and play around and show you some really cool features on this device. Now, a lot of you have asked me about wallpapers. So for those of you who want to get my wallpapers, you can go ahead and just follow me on Pinterest. I'm just gonna unlock the phone first. And if you go to my Pinterest page, Boored at Work, on the anime and comic wallpapers, I have all my comics there. So you can go on mobile, you can go also on the website, on your PC, and you can download the wallpapers there. So that is just something to let you guys know for those who are looking for wallpapers. All right, so let's jump a little closer and I'm gonna crop out Batman there for a second. This is what the new OS looks like on the Galaxy S8. It is running Android 7.0. It is really smooth and fast, very snappy. Now, there are a couple of things you'll notice with the OS. First of all, if you get to the end on the left-hand side and swipe from left to right, which it gives you Bixby, or you can tap the Bixby button and that gives you Bixby. We're not going to talk much about Bixby because it's not activated yet, but some of the features still work in terms of the card system. So there's a gallery, it shows my alarm, trending topics on Facebook, upcoming music. I can still play my music directly from here. All those different things you will find available. And so of course, news, sports, WrestleMania, everyone said it was great today. Thank you, Undertaker, for all your good service. But in terms of that, that's what you get with Bixby. Now let's head home. You also do have your edge screen, which you can see the little tag right there. And we'll talk about the edge screen later on. So let's go through some of the features that you see. So you do have an app tray on the bottom, and it's easy to access the app tray. You just swipe from the bottom up, and you can go through the app tray and cycle all the way through. So it's a very simple process, or you can swipe down and up, it doesn't matter. Anywhere on the screen, you can actually access the app tray from there. Really nice. Now, if we go into the app tray, you can see the icons have changed, more rounded, really nice design, also feels very light. In terms of software on here, not a lot of bloatware. I mean, you've got Verizon specific applications, which you definitely need as a Verizon customer. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is what you get from Samsung, and then there's also Amazon, but I love Amazon Prime, so that's fine by me. Now, like I said, everything here is very simple and easy to use. You can also go ahead and, sorry, Batman, organize that and go through the Galaxy Essentials. Now, if we press down on the home screen or we pinch, that gives us access to the home screen menu, wallpaper, or again, like I said, if we pinch, we can access that. And if you go ahead and you can see wallpapers and themes, so we're gonna go into that first. Just gonna zoom in just a little bit closer for you guys here. It gives you access to Samsung themes, where you can go ahead and select themes. There's some themes you can buy, there's feature top new, or you can go ahead and change your own wallpaper. Select a wallpaper and set it, and decide to make those changes if you want to. But I am not going to do that. I still like the Gundam wallpaper on the Galaxy S8 here. So you can do that. You can also go ahead, set up widgets, home screen settings, where you can change the grid, 5x5, 4x6, so on and so forth. Also the home screen layout, you can go ahead and take away the app tray. So I'm just gonna hit apply. Now there is no app tray here at all. You see as I swipe, it just swipes to phone search. So that's what you get here. So you get a search option for applications, not the app tray anymore, suggested apps and things like that, but you don't get the app tray anymore. But let me just go ahead and change that back. I do like having the app tray available on my device. So you have that, and that's pretty much what you get with the home screen. Now, let's pull down the notification bar. You can see notifications, you can clear all, you can block notifications, you can go ahead and all the features you found in Android 7.0 are here. And then of course, our quick access menu for settings. You have all your menu settings here. You've got a blue light filter. You should go ahead and tap that. You can see how it makes changes there. Power saving modes, you can also set that up. Airplane, if you swipe right, there are a few more features and you can customize those as well. Going into the settings, this is where we have some really cool stuff here. Settings of linear fashion, you can go ahead and still view as a simplified list if you want to. and just make it a shorter list, or you can make it as a standard list. And you can edit your quick settings for, of course, your notification bar. Airplane mode, Wi-Fi, very, very simple, basic things that you expect. Bluetooth hotspot to actually tether. Data usage tells you how much data you're using and how much I've used so far. Your mobile networks, you're on the Verizon here. And then, of course, advanced calling for HD calling. More goes into printing settings, VPN, nearby devices, scans. Now, the second section there is phone. Got your sound and vibrations, ringtones, keyboard sounds. Those are things that you'd expect to see. Notifications, which notifications you can turn on and off on your device. You also have, of course, the display. Now, display brightness, auto, blue filter. Now, your screen modes. I have it on AMOLED Cinema. I can change it to adaptive display. That might be a little bit better for you. I can change it to photo. Have basic. I kind of like AMOLED Cinema, so I'm gonna leave it there. You can also customize the resolution, which helps you with battery life saving. So you can go from QHD to Full HD to HD. So it goes from 2960 by 1440, 2220 by 1080, and then 1480 by 720. Because of the size of the display and the aspect ratio, which is 18 by 9 by 1, I believe. And also this is a 5.8-inch display, which is why you have those very interesting resolutions, if you will. But you can customize that, and that helps save on battery life. You can also zoom in and out of fonts in there. You've got a home screen setup, LED indicator, which you have on the device, screen timeout, so on and so forth, as well as screensaver. So we're moving to themes. We already saw that earlier, and you can do quick access to themes. And then we go back and we go into Edge screen, where we can set up our Edge screen options, Edge lighting, so that when phone calls come, the screen lights up on the edge. And then we'll get to the Edge screen later on. We'll talk about that. So after the Edge screen, you've got advanced features, and this shows you some of the things like fingerprint sensor gestures on that. You've got quick launch for camera by double tapping the power button. You also have Smart Capture. You can swipe to capture, basically, for taking screenshots. So that's pretty nice. Direct share, video enhancements, and so on. You've got storage. Shows you your storage breakdown on the device. And again, we have 64 gigabytes of storage on the Galaxy S8. And then battery performance shows you battery performance, which is interesting here. Now, I've been using this device the whole day, pretty much, which is great. So battery indication so far has been good. I haven't charged it since morning when I got up, AKA I got up around 9-10 a.m. and it's 12:38. So I have done pretty well so far with the battery on this device. Now you've got off, mid, and max. Mid will change my resolution. I will put a limit on my CPU, and I should be able to decrease my brightness by 10%, and apply, and I'll get an extra 1 hour and 48 minutes. So it adds more battery time to your device, which brings you to 7 hours and 17. Max is kind of like the ultra power mode, and it will take out a lot of things. Will customize my home screen, will limit my speeds, will not turn off my network usage or always on display. So those will add in 12 hours. And then, of course, you can monitor applications as you go forward. So that's a pretty nice feature. And then you can go into advanced settings here, app monitor, fast cable charging, and percentage. This has fast charging on here, as well as wireless charging on the Galaxy S8. Performance modes allows you to customize your device to have better performance, especially if you're gaming. I think that's something that a lot of gamers would like to see. So we'll do a gaming video for you, so stay tuned to check that out. Entertainment, high performance, and things like that. You will find that on here on the Galaxy S8. Now, apps, very simple, just the apps you have, default applications, NFC payments, if you want that on or off. You've got lock screen security. Here are some of the things. Of course, you've got your facial recognition, which recognizes your face, the fingerprints, which is of course at the back of the device, iris scanner, which you saw me use, and I'll show you again, and you've got your smart lock. I think the iris scanner is probably the best and most secure option. You've got a couple of options here for screen lock settings, always on display, Samsung Pass, which allows you to use, in my case, my iris scanner to use on online websites, either log in or use it to purchase. And then you've got secure folders back, and you can set up a secure folder to keep certain documents safe and protected on your device. And you can go ahead and do that setup process here. As I mentioned with iris lock, and I'm just going to show you here, I'm just going to power off the device, hit on the power button, slide home button, slide up, and look, done, unlocked. So there you have it. It's a very simple and easy process on there. Forgot to mention earlier, that button there has tactile feel, so it feels like you're pressing the button. You can tap or you can press down all the way. So let's go ahead and go back. We've got privacy, emergency, easy mode, accounts, of course Google, those are very simple, straightforward. Language and input, and of course your backup and resets in there, as well as also you've got date, accessibility, help. Now About Phone gives us the Android version, also gives us the Samsung Experience version. So that's what it's called now, Samsung Experience version 8.1. And you can go ahead and see some of the other features, build number, all that stuff. Battery capacity is also listed at 3000 milliamps on the device. And the last thing you see, of course, is your system update. Allows you to update your system, show system updates, things like that, which is pretty nice. Now, as I mentioned, we have the Edge screen. The Edge screen is standard on the S8 and the S8 Plus. And what we do with the Edge screen, I have it set up with news, so I have CNN up here. I also have music. I like the fact that that's added to it, so I can actually play music directly from here, and I don't have to, even if I've stopped playing the music, I've exited out, I can still access music directly from here, especially if I'm using the Samsung Music Player. You've got App Edge, People Edge, Smart Select, weather, as well as also sports. Thank you, Real Madrid, Arsenal, what is wrong with you? And of course, go Patriots. So you have all that built in, which is pretty nice. And then the last, not least, in terms of features you have, actually two more, I apologize, multitasking. Multitask button has a few extra features. You can tap, go ahead and multitask. You can see that you can go ahead and size a window. So I can size a window for multitask. It works with certain applications. I can always have that and I say, look, I want that up there. And that will always be there. And I can scroll it out, I can move down, snap the window dismissed, I can customize, I can tap back up here, and then I can also go ahead and bring that back. I can do your standard multitask, and then I can tap and hold to take me back to the last application. So it's got a few features. You have the floating window, but you also have standard multitask all the way through. Now the camera application is something I think we should jump into. The camera app has been simplified a little bit. So you've got your general camera settings, and I'll actually just put it this way for you. So your rear camera is of course a 12 megapixel camera, and that shoots at UHD. You have that, you can drop down. Also does HDR, video effects and tracking. And you can do all these features up to HDR at 1080p. Right now it does not do HDR, QHD, UHD and FHD 60 frames per second. It just doesn't do that. Your front facing camera records at QHD, and it will also do HDR for you, but at 1080p. You've got motion, you've got a few other things, floating camera, some camera settings that you can actually jump to and customize for your camera use. Now, of course, HDR auto, you can also turn it on or off. You've got your flash, you can cycle to the front facing camera, or you can just swipe up to actually do that. Now, you've also got Bixby here. So you actually have the ability to tap on Bixby and point at something. So let's see, image, and shoes, didn't work. So, but you can use Bixby. Again, Bixby is not fully functional, so of course that's not actually something that we expected to see actually work too well here. Your camera layout is really simple. You've also got skin tone, which you can customize. You've got, of course, the little filters that you can use on your camera. And then, of course, you've got your camera replay, so you can go ahead and see what you've taken. This is, of course, your snap button and your record button. If you swipe to the right, you've got different camera filters, specific filters for the lens. You can swipe from left to right. You've got Auto Pro, and you can go into the Pro mode and go ahead and customize a few other things. Yeah, I was playing around with this earlier. So you can customize your white balance, your aperture, your ISO, also, manual focus, things like that. And that works well with the camera taking mode. So that's pretty much it in terms of the software that you have here on the Galaxy S8 as well as the S8 Plus, just a larger device. I think overall it feels very fluid and snappy, and I think a lot of people will like it. Once Bixby comes forward, you can definitely use Bixby. You can also set up Google OK Google by just holding down the power button, and that will bring it up for you to set up if you want to actually use Google, OK Google or Google Setup. Overall, I like the way it feels. I like the way the OS has moved and operated. I like some of the added features. It feels really light so far to me, so I definitely can't complain. If you guys have any questions or any comments, let me know. If there's something you want to see specifically, or any types of videos for the S8 or the S8 Plus, I mean S8, sorry, let me know. Leave that in the comments of this video. Also, guys, don't forget we do have a giveaway going on right now. We're giving away a Nintendo Switch. Myself with Dom Esposito and Chad Christian. So enter into that giveaway. We have the link for you down in the description of this video. And again, if you want wallpapers, our wallpapers are on our Pinterest page. So go ahead to Pinterest. You have a bunch of wallpapers. You can go ahead and find whatever you like. If you want the Gundam wallpaper, we have it here as well. But again, follow me on Pinterest. It's Booredatwork. You can find all the wallpapers we updated for you on a constant basis. So this is Thunder E saying thank you very much. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel, guys, and always enjoy your entertainment.